Thank you, Mr. Chair. I yield 3 minutes to the gentleman from Georgia, Mr. Carter.
Gentleman is recognized.
I thank the gentlelady for yielding and for hosting this here today. Mr. Speaker, I rise today in support of H.R. 1640 because, yet again, House Republicans are on the front line of stopping President Biden's executive overreaches. Last week it was trucks. This week it's gas stoves. This bill will prevent the Department of Energy from telling the American people which stoves they can use in their own home. According to the Department of Energy, these new rules would eliminate 50% of the current stovetops on the market. I'm honestly astounded that we even need to pass a bill letting people have the freedom to choose the surface they cook for their families on. The president and his army of unelected bureaucrats will not stop meddling in the personal lives of the American people. I, along with 187 million Americans, use gas stoves every day because it's more affordable and reliable than electric stovetops. My constituents who use gas stoves in their homes save over $1,000 a year compared to all electric homes. To justify this overreach, the Biden administration is using a study from the Rocky Mountain Institute, which so happens to also be partner of the Chinese government. For an administration dead set on forcing a radical climate agenda on the American people, I find it odd that they would take aim at an appliance that emits 22% less carbon dioxide than a comparable electric model. This is bigger than just stoves, though. Since the beginning of this administration, Joe Biden has had it out for natural gas, a cheap, clean American source of energy. Not to mention that over 4 million Americans are also connected to the natural gas industry in some way. Today, we stand against the Biden administration and say, no, you cannot govern unilaterally from 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. I look forward to voting yes on this bill, and I urge our friends in the Senate to take up its consideration. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I yield back.
Gentlelady reserves. Gentleman is recognized.
Mr. Chairman, I yield now 3 minutes to the gentlewoman